Starting on Tuesday, the 18th of February, 2025, there is a new bank switching deal available to you. I'll take you through how much it is, who can get it, and how to get it right now. So it is from Lloyds Bank. We previously saw a deal from them towards the end of last year, sort of November, December time, worth £200. This one that is returning, so starting on the 18th of February, running all the way through to the 1st of April this year, is for a little bit less. It's for £175. Now, that's obviously a disappointment if you missed out last time and you're thinking, oh, 175 quid, do I go for this or do I wait and see maybe it'll go up again? It's impossible to say. I still think 175 quid is a good one to go for. The other offers that are still running right now from the likes of First Direct, that is also £175. And so similar deals like that. So I think this is probably a going rate for now. Hopefully someone might come along higher than this and other ones might respond. So you never know. But 175 quid, that is what it is. Now, as I'll get to in a moment, there are other things, other features, other ways to make money from these accounts as well. So that 175 quid is just the starting. The amount you get just for switching. The accounts themselves come with other extras. Now, this is open to existing Lloyds Bank customers, which is good news, right? So if you already have an account, you can take advantage of this. But there might be a little bit of jiggery pokery, a little bit of moving around you have to do if you have one of the accounts that you need for this offer. So to get this, you have to open up a brand new, so not an existing, a brand new Club Lloyds, Club Lloyds Silver or Club Lloyds Platinum account. Now the Silver and Platinum ones are what's known as packaged accounts, right? These come with added travel insurance and these have a fee every single month that you have to pay. The Silver one is at the cheaper end of things and maybe not too bad to look at if you only want European travel insurance. That is £11.50 every single month. The Platinum one is £22.50 a month. That has worldwide travel insurance. I would say both of them also come with things like gadget insurance and breakdown cover, but that is at the much more expensive end of those packaged accounts. So unless you really want to get the European travel insurance package one, the Silver, I would be ignoring those ones. I'd be looking just at the pure Club Lloyds current account. That one is the best one I think to go for. Again, this has to be a new account. If you already have a Club Lloyds account, you can't open up another one. The workaround will be to downgrade your existing Club Lloyds account just to a standard Lloyds current account. And then when you do that, you can then open up a Club Lloyds account anew and be eligible for going through this whole switching process. Of course, if you do that, the existing benefits that you currently get with that Club Lloyds account, again, I'll talk about these in a moment, but these include a regular saver and some freebies, they will end. So that could be the downside of doing that, but of course you can then activate them again with the new account. The other option potentially is if you have the Club Lloyds account only, you might be able to open up a separate Club Lloyds Silver or Club Lloyds Platinum account. And if you don't want to keep them going on beyond this with those travel insurances, once you've got that money, you can cancel it. So you'd only be at most paying 1 month of that fee if you do it within, quite quickly within that time. So you'll still be getting some decent cash, but knocking off, as I say, £11.50 or £22.50 off that total cash you get. That is the workaround. Of course, if you are brand new and don't have any of those accounts, either you've got just a basic Lloyds account or don't have a Lloyds account at all right now, then just open up that Club Lloyds account as a brand new account. Now, before I do get into the details of what you need to do to trigger the bonus, it is worth just pointing out that if you have had the switching bonus from Lloyds or Halifax or Bank of Scotland since April 2020, then you will not be eligible to get it this time around. Sadly, they haven't changed that date eligibility. Previously, they've kind of moved it forward a year, but it's been stuck like this for a good number of years now. You're going to be ruled out of that. And that, again, with any of those banks, a bank switching offer from any of them, that group works together. They rule you out of switching deals from the others. So that's some bad news there. And also, it's worth pointing out, if you are switching into a joint account, if the other person has had a switching bonus from them, then you won't get the bonus at all this time. And in fact, if you are switching into a joint account, there's only one bonus anyway. It's not one each, just one bonus. And unlike with the nationwide offer, which is also running right now, that's also 175 quid, I should say, that one, the nationwide one does allow you to get a switching bonus for your personal account and another one for a joint account. This is just one per person. So it doesn't matter if you switch into a joint or to a solo, you're only going to get one lot of 175 quid individually. As I say, for joint account, it's just one for the account. It doesn't matter that you won't both get it, just one of you. So that's kind of who can get it. How do you get it? As I said, you have to open up a brand new account, Club Lloyds, Club Lloyds Silver or Club Lloyds Platinum. And you need to switch using the current account switching service. This is normal for switching deals. If you aren't familiar with switching the first time you've done it, don't forget there was loads of content at becleverwithyourcash.com, on the YouTube channel, and in previous episodes of the podcast, where we explain the basics of bank switching, take you through step by step exactly how that works and what you need to be aware of. But this is a pretty normal way of doing it. You apply it either during the actual account application, or once you've opened the account, you go into the app or you go into the branch or do it on phone and say you want to start the switch. Now, as part of this switch, you do have to move over 3 active direct debits from the old account. And that old account must be from a different bank. So it can't be switching a Lloyds account into a Lloyds account. You can switch a Halifax into a Lloyds or a Bank of Scotland into a Lloyds or any other bank, but it can't be Lloyds to Lloyds. But those 3 active direct debits must be on the old account and they must be moved over. Now, this is the thing. What is an active direct debit? Now, I like to err on the side of caution here, and I like that active direct debit to be one that has already been paid out of the old account. Often doesn't actually matter. As long as it's showing on there, it's normally okay, but I just want to be nice and safe about it. Make sure it's paid out of the old account. Now, hopefully this old account from a different bank that you're switching from already has 3 direct debits on there that you're moving across. If not, then you've got time to set up some new ones on there, either by moving existing direct debits you've got elsewhere on a different account to this one, or, so to say, brand new ones. Again, have covered in detail on the website, on the YouTube channel, and on the podcast, some of those quick and easy direct debits that you can set up to come out of your account, which might not be costing you any money at all. So they could be moving money into a savings account of yours or something like that. So again, this doesn't have to cost you anything and it can be done quite fast. So check out those cheap and easy direct debit bits of content if you need extra ones added on. And obviously, because this one doesn't end until the 1st of April, that's the last date to start the switch, we know when it ends. There is less of a rush here. You have got time to kind of get those direct debits set up. Some of these offers, we don't know when they're ending. Sometimes they're only off a couple of weeks. So you have to get those really quick ones in. You have got much more flexibility here. That's basically it. It's a pretty simple one to switch from. When you've done all of those things, you've completed the switch, those 3 active direct debits have gone over, then you will get the payment within 3 working days. So it's a really quick one for this to come around. As I say, the last date to start this is the 1st of April 2025. So that is the switching offer itself. I did say I'd tell you about those extra freebies and features that you can get with the Club Lloyds account. And in fact, this is again, Club Lloyds Silver and Club Lloyds Platinum, you can get all of these things. The first one to tell you about is that lifestyle benefit, is what they call it. Essentially, it is a freebie. You can get a year's of Disney Plus with ads. You can get 6 free Vue or Odeon tickets. You can get a free magazine subscription, or you can get a Gourmet Society subscription for a year. Again, which one is best for you depends on what you already have and what you're going to use. If you don't have an Odeon or a Vue near you, then there's obviously no point getting those free cinema tickets. Or if you don't fancy the idea of having adverts with your Disney service, again, that's no good for you. But broadly speaking, it's a nice little extra, and I think it's worth between sort of 40 and 70 quid, depending on your local cinema ticket costs or other bits and pieces like that. But well worth getting that. You do have to keep the account open for the year, though, with those freebies. If you close your account down, then they will all disappear. The other thing you get with this account, which I really like, is a Club Lloyds monthly saver, which is a regular saver paying 6.25%. It's not the highest one out there. There are a few other current account linked regular savers which pay 7%, such as with First Direct and Cooperative Bank. But what I really like about this Lloyds one, it is a fixed rate. And you can put up to £400 a month thing. Now that fixed rate means over the next 12 months, it will not change at all. And with even more base rate cuts expected in 2025, I would imagine we'll see some of these regular saver rates drop for newbies, or if they're variable. This Club Lloyds one, currently at 6.25%, it will stay at that. So that's really good. And being able to add £400 into this account right now is much higher than you're going to get in many of the other regular savers. And if you do all that over a year, you could be looking at £161 in interest. Again, so that's that plus say 40, 50 quid on those freebies, plus that 175 quid means over a year, this is a really, really lucrative account to have. There is another feature coming to this account that is new from the middle of April this year. The debit card will be fee-free for spending and cash withdrawals overseas as well. So that's a nice little extra to have. Again, there are a number of accounts doing this now. It's becoming much, much more normal for banks to offer this. But again, it is a good extra which will save you money when you're overseas if you don't have one of our other top picks, such as the Chase account for that. Now, there is another requirement, though, that comes with the Club Lloyds account. Again, this is the same for all 3 of the different accounts. This is a monthly fee. Now, I didn't cover this at the top because you can avoid this. So I hope no one with this account will be paying this monthly fee. It's currently set at £3 a month, but from June that is increasing to £5 a month. Now this is separate from the fee that I mentioned for the silver and platinum accounts, okay? So silver and platinum have those separate fees for the insurances, but all three of them will have this £3 or £5 fee as well. As I said though, it is really, really easy to avoid it. All you need to do is pay £2,000 into this account every single calendar month. And if you think, oh, that sounds like a lot of money, don't worry, it doesn't need to be in one go and it doesn't need to stay there. So although in my personal Club Lloyds account, I transfer in £2,000 by standing order every single month and then transfer it out straight away into one of my other accounts that requires a kind of minimum deposit to trigger a benefit. You don't have to do that. You can, in fact, if you wanted to, just put in, let's say £500, transfer that out. That same £500, if you wanted to, could transfer it back in, transfer it out, transfer it back in. As long as cumulatively that £2,000 has been put into that account in a calendar month, that fee is waived. Just don't forget to do it because otherwise you're paying £3 a month right now or £5 a month from June. But again, really, really easy to avoid that. And I think overall, this is a really, really good current account to be adding to the mix. The freebies, the interest, and also that £175 bank switching bonus. Now remember, bank switching deals do come and go. So if you want more information on this and the other deals out there, head to becleverwithyourcash.com/banks.